We are two hairstylists with over 50 years of combined industry experience, ownership, platform artistry, salon education, and mentorship. Listen, when these two sages get together, you know we're going to have a story to tell. With authentic and transparent moments and some of the world's most craziest shares, we are bringing you to you the juice, along with our perspectives, of course. All stories have originated from the chair, be it a salon chair, barber chair, massage chair, facial chair. These are stories and topics that you can relate to, learn from, and of course, grow from.
Transparency in the chair. What you want in your life. Why? Because it's going to change it. In the perspective of showing you how to deal with relationships, issues, business, family, my goodness, and your man, your woman, all of that. All the juice, all the skinny, all the meat and potatoes. We're going to give you facts on it. We're going to bring it in on the topics, the body, and the conclusion because we want to be able to help and share with everyone. Our stories will generate from the chair, but it's not just about the hair chair. It's about any industry that you can use our information in to change that perspective. So you tune in every week for all the good tea that we're going to have for you guys. The juice is what we do. Look out for Kay and Rae on Transparency in the Chair.
Okay, so if raising a son, you give them a little more lenience, right?
Yes.
But they're also going to date somebody's daughter
See.
that does not have that lenience. So it's like, how do you navigate that? Like, how do you teach your son, she's a girl, you need to respect her, da
Right.
da da da. She might not have the same liberties that you have. Do you even have to say that to him?
No, because
What's the conversation?
I don't even know. He kind of came. I think he was born here before because he's very in tune. You know what I'm saying? And with the heart thing, and he kind of like he listens.
Okay.
So he's a little guy that listens to what's going on with the girl.
Mhm.
If her parents are not cool with it, then he's like, "Hey, mom, I know
Okay.
I can go, she can't go,
Okay,
or
okay.
we can go at this time and not this time,
Mhm.
But it's like the double standards in this in children. It's kind of like, yeah,
Mhm.
you can get away with a lot more,
As a boy.
yeah, or
Yeah.
even with your mama than your daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, because I feel like I'm a sucker. Hey, mom, can I do this? Okay.
See, you feel like you're a sucker, and I feel like I'm the meanie.
But that there is that. See,
Yeah.
and he'll wait 50 million times before he go ask my husband something. Like that's like last
Right.
resort because
Right.
my husband's gonna come with the questions.
Absolutely.
It ain't just gonna be like, oh okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
me, I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah.
My husband be like, no, give me the details.
Yeah, who
like
picking you up? Who dropping you off?
who, what, where, and what's their name now?
Yeah.
The
Right
parents,
answer.
the this, the that, the that. Where
Yeah.
I could be like, all right,
Hi, what time you gonna be back?
yeah, like okay, you got a ride arranged. Like what we doing?
So why do you think that is? Is it just how you were raised?
Probably
or-
so. Yes.
Okay.
Because-
we do. We say, okay, let's just be transparent here. We always say when we've been raised, I'm not gonna do my kids like the way my mama did me. I'm not gonna do my kids the way my daddy did. Da, 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 da. But then when we get there, it's like, but damn, it worked.
It worked.
But you gotta alter that because these kids are different.
Yes. Yeah,
These kids are
because
different.
growing up, my mom, she had the 2 jobs. We kind of
Yeah.
like, we had a deal. She was like, your job is to go to school and make good grades.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to make sure you get a roof over your head. And when you want something, I got you.
Absolutely.
So you fail at your job, then don't ask me for nothing.
Okay.
If I fail at my job, then you need to
You
call
have the
me
right
to
to
the
say
square too.
something. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if
Right.
I ain't got a roof over, if y'all ain't got a roof over your head and no food to eat,
Yeah.
then you need to come check mommy. Mommy, what's going
on? Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And vice versa. I'm gonna check you if you're not doing your job. So I told my son this from little. Hey, this is your job, and this is mommy's job.
Mhm.
When you fail at your job, please don't come. Don't even ask me for. Don't ask me for a candy.
Exactly.
Don't ask for nothing.
Exactly.
So let's always stay on task here.
Right.
So I mean, since we made the deal, we good. So
Okay.
that's when he comes to me, I'm just like, all right,
Because he's doing what he's supposed to do.
because I get that report every week.
Yeah.
I look at that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, but
Mhm.
I'm like, the minute you don't, we
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Don't ask for nothing,
Yeah.
and that hurts his little soul.
Yeah.
Because that's big.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And I had that conversation with the kids at the house because now that I have, we have, oh shoot, 5 of them. Okay, so I'm a blended family, right?
Mhm.
My husband has 4. I had 3. We got together. We had the Brady Bunch, right?
Mhm.
So we have, was that 7? So we have 5 adults and 2 minors, right? So in the house is 2 adults. 2 are away at college. 1 is up north. And so we have 1 minor in the house, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when they were in school, of course, we'd tell them, this is all you got to do is get up and go to school, listen to the people, get your good grades. That's all you got to do. But when of course, what me and Dad do, blah, 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 same thing you said. But when it came a time to where they were arguing over whose dish, they rotate weeks on the dish in the kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
They rotate weeks. Well, what they'll do is from Sunday to Saturday, it's one person. The next Sunday to Saturday is the next person. But on Saturday, when it's their last night, that's when they want to cook and bake. And, I made some cupcakes. They want to do it up because they know they don't have to wash dishes the next day or whatever.
Right.
So then they tend to half-ass do shit when it's the transition of power, right?
Right.
So we had to have a talk. I said, listen, I got a list on the refrigerator how to clean the kitchen. Y'all know how to clean the kitchen. Y'all know y'all got to sweep and mop. It's too much traffic in my house to not sweep and mop every night. Okay,
Yes.
this is established.
Right.
Dad lives there. We got two, all these adults.
Things
it's
is
too
going
much.
on.
Right.
Yeah.
So they tend to half-ass do stuff toward the end of the week. I said, listen, I don't
So
half-ass.
do you think the boys do it better than the girl, or is just
Actually, my
period?
youngest does the cleaning of the kitchen better.
Okay.
She is like a little freaking mop and glow queen. Like
Okay.
she
I
does
like
it better. She puts on her headphones, she's in the zone.
Okay.
Right? But they tend to not do the fullest when they know they got to follow up behind somebody because they know they're not going to do it. So I'm not, why should I do it? It gets into one of those things.
So then does a double standard come in? Because
No.
I think every parent has a favorite.
Oh,
So
they
do you
do, but they'll probably never admit it.
Right. But so do you,
Yeah.
in your secret mind, jump on one more than the other? Do you have a double standard on
Well, okay, transparency, yes, because I expect more. If
Mm-hmm.
I expect more from you, yeah, I'm gonna be like, why, da, 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 da. But if I don't expect the same from Johnny over here, I'm like, let me scale back a little bit because he don't understand. But still and all, in front of all of them, I gotta give them the same treatment,
Right.
Because they gonna feel it.
But why do we do that, though?
Why do we do that?
It's not right.
I don't know. It's like you gotta know your kid, but on them, like
no,
with
we do that with adults too.
We do. But like I told them, like what your mom said, like I made a deal. I had to tell them, look, I don't half-ass do a HEB order.
Right.
I don't half-ass go to work and pay the light. I don't half-ass do this. We don't half-ass pay the mortgage. And you're out trying to figure out where y'all gonna sleep tonight.
Yeah.
So don't half-ass do your chores.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts on facts.
Listen.
Yeah.
But to your point, yeah, I know some of the kids do it better than the others, and I actually had to apologize to the kid that does it more. I said, I'm sorry because I expect more from you because I know you're going to do it and that's not fair.
Right.
I did. I had to tell her.
Transparent.
Transparent. I had to tell her that.
Yeah.
I said, but what I don't want to happen is I don't want you to build up animosity because you constantly pulling the load for the other kids.
Right.
And then now you mad because all my life I had to, because I hear so many adults in their adult life saying, mama was at work so much, I raised the kids. And, then they had animosity because they had to pull the load at the house.
That's right.
I don't want that to happen with them.
Right. Because, and I feel like even yesterday, transparency, my cousin came in from out of town. So she has 4 kids. So 2 of them are younger.
Okay.
And then so she has an older girl and a boy. The 2 younger ones, they were in the pool. And so
Okay.
he's, so the boy now, he's out there. And when I walked out there, I was like, hey, what's up? So he was like, mumbling, he's like, oh God, I'm just ready to go in, but I can't.
Because he got to watch some kids.
So he had to watch his sisters because he didn't want them to jump into the bigger, deeper end. So he's just standing there like miserable about it.
Right.
So I said, well, why don't you get your sister or whatever? She's already in the house. So I'm like, so for me, I immediately like, okay, he's the boy. He shouldn't be doing that no way. It should be her. In my mind, my standard is the girl should be looking out for her, instead of the boy, because I don't know why we think, because nurturing wise,
probably,
I'm sure. I feel like that was the bigger thing, versus him doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm just thinking like certain things is more comfortable for that women should be doing versus a guy. Is it a double standard? Probably so.
I'm sure.
But the biggest double standard for me right now is, let's talk about double standards at work.
At work. Girl.
In our industry,
yes,
the men get the coin,
the
bag.
Yes, they do.
Without even blinking.
So why is that? Even that's like across the board. That's in corporate America. That's at the fire station, the police station.
I don't know.
That's everywhere.
I don't know if it's still like, why do women have to fight for that?
Yeah.
Because it's not fair, because my knowledge could be bigger than yours. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Skill too.
And
knowledge, skill,
but why
everything.
is it? I don't know if it's like women. I know in our industry, women are easier to let that man say, "Oh, it's $1 million." They be like, "Okay, would you like that? Cash, check, charge, Zelle,
Yeah.
Cash App,
Yeah.
or whatever."
Yeah.
Let the woman say that same price. It'd be
Yes.
like, "Girl, what I get for what?"
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes.
And with the whole face and everything.
Yes.
What I get, or I ain't coming back here no more.
That-
They ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
But then for him, they'll show up the next week.
Right.
And pay it
Gladly.
again.
Gladly.
And gladly. Without blinking an eyelash. But for women, it's kind of like, it's the pushback.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't understand that. In corporate America, it's the same thing. I don't know what it is about. Because skill set should play a big part.
Absolutely.
And
Skill
it
set,
doesn't-
experience.
Exactly.
All of that
You
should
know,
play a
even
good
like,
part.
you hear the actors talking about it right now. The females are just like, we're not getting paid our work.
Right.
You know, the males get millions of dollars. The females, they fighting for $1 million.
Exactly. I was. Did you watch the
Basketball,
Nickelodeon?
same thing. Women's basketball versus men's
Oh
basketball.
yeah. Because you know why? Ain't nobody going to see WNBA play.
And what is that?
And why not?
They good.
Because that's the
They got
explanation
some
I got.
skills.
Right. That's the explanation I got. I said, why is that? They said, well, they can't put butts in the seat. So
I mean, they gotta have butts in the seat too.
you gotta have butts in the seat. You gotta have butts in the seat.
I guess we, as a people, as a culture, if we want to see change, we have to put ourselves in that as
Right,
well. You
right.
know, if in our industry, how do we make that change?
I don't know. Now that I don't have an answer to. Even going to buy cars, I remember when I was younger, I would call my brother, please come with me to this dealership, because they just treat you different.
Right.
When you got a man, and they're gonna haggle you, but a man gonna say, I'm paying this amount of money, and they're gonna be like, okay, boss, whatever. It's like,
Oh, let me
but
see what I
why?
can do. Yeah.
Right. Or even going to get your car fixed.
Yeah.
They gonna add this and find this and all
Because it's like,
this.
oh, she not gonna know.
She
you
ain't
know
gonna
what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah.
She don't know what's that collaborative
The carburetor, defibrillator, carburetor.
Yeah, all that stuff. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay. You
yeah.
said I need it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, lady. You
Yeah.
in there just
Oh, they
for
come
all
show you the
you in
air
there for
vent.
all trade. But we're talking about vents. And
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, okay.
And then they
'Cause
come
I
show
don't
you.
know.
They come show you the air filter. See this air filter.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, just do it.
Yeah. I'm like, that might not even been my damn air filter.
Exactly.
That said Volkswagen. I drive a Lexus.
That's the same air filter they probably show everybody that pull up. That's the prop. That's the prop filter.
Exactly. You know,
Yes.
and this is like when we're talking about, like, how crazy is it? This is a real double standard right here.
What's up?
If a woman goes up to a man and says, "Hi, how you doing? Can I get your phone number? Can I buy you a drink?"
You hiding the pants.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so
I do not, and it makes my ass itch
eat your booty.
to see a woman propose to a man.
Then now, in God's eye, that's out the order.
Okay, come on with it, because I can't take it.
Oh,
I don't
because
like that.
in scripture, and I ain't nobody push on nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, but
but there's
still.
a couple of things. It's like
Some things you need to do in decency and order.
when a man finds his wife, he
Right.
find you know.
Yes.
It didn't say, "Well, girl, when you find your man,
No.
go ahead and do the daggone." No, it did not say that.
That's not what it says.
So that's like across the board. That's a golden rule. That's like
yeah, I'm not doing
that's
that.
law.
I'm not doing that.
We the
Girl.
that's law.
Exactly.
But the double standard of we expecting that man to be able to, he comes to the girl.
Yes.
Jonathan, if a woman came, like, how's that work?
Yeah.
How would you feel?
First, I'm like, what is she trying to do? Like,
Yeah.
not even that, because I know some guys are like, man, I wish she would approach me and this and that. But then we're also looking like, is she gonna like drug me at some point? Like,
so abnormal.
yeah, that's how I'm like, what is this girl up to?
Yeah.
I know some guys are like, oh man, I got to do the hunting and all this. I'm like, yes, you do. Now, it's nice when someone does approach, because you're like, oh, okay, I didn't have to do anything. Okay, maybe my shirt's on point. I'm good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's where I'm like, what's the motive? Subconsciously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd be like, oh, damn, I didn't have to do no work.
Right.
But I'm like, nah, this something don't feel right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then you
Something
wake
ain't
up and you're like, oh, my wallet's gone.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It was a setup.
Yeah, it was a
Right, got
it
your
was a
ice in the
setup.
bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already. Yep.
Because it's abnormal.
Yeah.
Right, it is.
And to your point on the basketball, I agree, and it's tough because you're like, well, you ladies aren't going to go watch the game, so it's like, what's your excuse on that? And then I know some a double standard, and I usually hear this as the rebuttal is like when it comes to like beauty, where it's male models don't get paid nearly what a female model gets paid.
Facts. That's true.
Hello. Okay.
And that and they will say too, like in the adult film industry, they'll
Right.
say that it's the female that gets paid 10 times as much
That's true.
on there.
I mean, and
didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Look, but check this out. There's more barbers, male barbers, but the hairstylists make more than a male barber.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but why is that? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like, we all do haircuts.
Yeah.
So why are our haircuts costing more than their haircuts?
And what
you
about,
know what I'm saying?
I wonder how well female barbers do then. Because I know some men, they prefer that feminine touch. They want, they don't want the guy. They want the female. I think they charge him more. I think. We got to get somebody to call.
Yeah.
We need
fact checker.
Somebody needs to call us in.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to call in on that.
Yes, exactly.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Because now I'm curious. Because I never even thought about the modeling thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's usually that's usually the main one, because it's like, because people forget about that, because it's like we look at beauty first as far as a guy. So if it's a guy strutting on the runway, not a lot of guys gonna be looking at that.
That's true.
But as opposed to like Victoria's Secret,
That's true.
they're getting the majority of the money. Like Heidi
That's
Klum and
true.
all them, Tyra Banks, they were making the bag.
Yeah.
They were
That's
doing
true.
that.
That is
Now
true.
it's a smaller niche compared to like in other industries. So like in the sports, the males are getting paid more.
I mean,
because they're
slamming
getting, more, butts in the seats.
But even like that one that newscaster, that lady.
Who?
That she does like all the sports talk.
Yes.
It's a male dominated industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is,
And I'm
it
sure
is.
her bag she ain't getting half bag.
And she know her
And
stuff
she,
too.
and she does know
She
her
knows
stuff.
her stuff.
But she's not getting the coins like some other people would.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
then because the standard of, she's a chick in a male dominated industry, like
Right. Like even on the, I don't know if y'all saw the Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that was wild.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Nickelodeon documentary on how the kids were being treated. Oh, sister, you got to watch it.
Really?
Yeah, because that's like your childhood is going to be like forever changed. Just prepare for that.
Okay.
But the point I'm trying to make for that, the female writers on the show had to share a salary.
What?
Hello?
Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had already did the first season, so she had the tenure, she had the experience. They hired a new person with no experience, not degree, doesn't have none of that. A male, he got the salary, but the two female writers had to share one salary.
Wow. So the double standards are real, even in present time,
real.
current
It's
and present
real.
time.
Yes.
So that I definitely feel like that's something that we definitely can change the narrative.
Yes.
Because
yes.
it's a major issue, especially in the workforce.
Especially in the work.
You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know what are the steps, Stephen, like what you said about hairstylists. I mean, that is so true. If you have a male cutting your hair and it's like, oh my God, I had Antoine cut my hair today.
Right, exactly.
And I paid $790. And then they gladly pay it.
Without blinking.
Yeah.
blinking.
I was curious how that was.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
what
on that
happens.
side.
Right.
That's what
Interesting.
happens.
It does.
So what about in cheating? Because if a male cheats on the female, oh girl, men cheat, suck it up, it'll die down or whatever. That's what we do. Okay. So double standards in relationships in cheating. So when a man cheats, it's expected for the woman, girl, all men cheat. It'll be all right. What was you doing? Look, what didn't you do? What did you do wrong? What made him go astray? And you're supposed to suck it up and keep at least a piece of a man and keep it moving. But if the woman cheats,
You're crucified to the
burn the house down and whoever in it.
Slutty
Y'all
bitch.
all got to die.
slutty bitch.
I don't want you no more. You damaged goods.
Right.
I don't want you no more. I can't take it. I mean, they be literally sick to their stomach.
Yes.
Can't do it.
So is it a problem?
Why?
Is it an inability? Because I feel like in marriage, we're supposed to have that agape love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which nobody's perfect. Things happen. I feel like the standard of a woman would absolutely work through her marriage if her husband cheated.
Yeah.
I mean, we forgive it. Now I ain't saying that y'all gonna have no easy time.
No,
about
it ain't gonna be easy.
You gonna hear it a lot, and you gonna
Right.
be checked like, oh, you was 30 minutes late.
Yeah, where
you at? You know, it used to take 15 minutes to get home,
Right.
but now it took you 30 to 40 minutes. Where did you stop at?
Exactly.
You know, and all that. We'll work through that. But a male is absolutely
Oh, it's over. It's it.
Done.
That's the end of it. That's the
Done.
end of the story.
I mean, I don't. Maybe we can find statistics on that, but
I'll look
of
for it.
people who cheat, more than I know, it's more than 75% of the women that work through it,
Yeah.
and I know the men probably like 15%. That would
If
stay.
that.
If
If
that,
that.
and if they do stay, their little tail's gonna start cheating too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something about when that brokenness. I mean, maybe you give me a little insight on that, Jonathan.
something up high. I want you to make them fly. Throw them in the sky. Throw them in the sky. Make everything collide. Put all your stress aside and let the music take you anywhere like tide. Cause it's me they calling the real loco. Mass play when I on the flow. Gal bend over and touch their toe. Everybody don't know the flow. Party turn up and turn over. Over and over, over.